Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to our channel. My name is Beck. I am a professional mindset coach with a background as a medical doctor. I'm also the founder of the group coaching program Dare Darling. Dare Darling is a space where successful women do the work to overcome their perfectionism, imposter syndrome and people pleasing so they can finally start living the life that they deserve. Now today's video we're touching on people pleasing, which is going to be a heavily featured topic in Dare Darling. So many of us have well practiced, perfectly programmed patterns of people pleasing in our lives. And in today's video, I want to help pull out one of the key moments that creates not only an insight into what's driving your people pleasing, but also an opportunity to interrupt it. So if you're a people pleaser, grab a cup of tea, a notebook, sit back, this one is for you. So in today's video, I want to draw your attention to a specific moment that occurs in every instance of people pleasing. And that is the moment that the request or the implied request is registered. Now I include implied request here because what creates our pressure or our moments of people pleasing is not always a prompt of a specific explicit request of another person, but a lot of our people pleasing can come from our assumptions that somebody else wants us to do something. Now I've talked about this other key moment of intervention in one of my other people pleasing videos, and in fact I've got a whole playlist about going from people pleasing to personal authority, so go and check that out after this video. But for now, back to this new key moment. So in this moment, when somebody's made that request to you, or there is that implied request, this is also the moment before you give any response. This is a place that I want you to get really interested in. And the question is, what happens in your body? What happens for you internally in that moment? So this self-exploration, self-awareness exercise can often work best when you pick a specific scenario. So go back to the last week, month, for my people pleasers, probably just the last 24 hours, and pull out one of these situations where you felt that urge to people please, when you had that impulse, or where you did people please, and use that specific scenario to investigate. Put yourself back in that scenario. Notice the moment when the request or the implied request was made before you said or did anything, and ask, what happened to me internally with that request, or with registering that somebody was wanting you to do something that you probably wanted to say no to? What happened to you internally? Now I want you to approach this from either aspect that feels most accessible to you. We're asking what is happening either in your thoughts in that moment and or in your emotions, in your body. Any detail that you can pull up here is going to be really useful, because it's likely for you, because it's the case for a lot of people pleasers, that you have no awareness of this moment at all at this stage, and that's okay. But ultimately what I'm trying to help you do is build out the cognitive program that's driving the people pleasing. So if people pleasing is the behavior happening down here, we're exploring right before you take that people pleasing behavior, what emotion and thought created that? What emotion and thought were driving that output of people pleasing? So just explore, what emotional experience were you having in that moment, in that gap between your request and between your actual behavior or reaction? What happened in your thoughts and emotions there? Do you notice a thought that comes to mind? It's the least I could do. I really should help. Saying no will be awkward. I can't say no. I have to do this. As simple as that. And or what emotions affected you in that moment? Did you feel pressure? Did you feel tension? Did you feel stress? Did you feel distress? Did you feel fear? Did you feel frustration? Did you feel rejection? Did you feel shame? As a people pleaser, any information you can draw out of this key moment, this moment where you execute on that people pleasing behavior, is going to help you to ultimately interrupt it. Any information you can get about what emotions and what thoughts are driving that behavior is going to help walk you into the solution, what you need to stop your people-pleasing behaviors. Don't worry if this doesn't come easy to you. It is a simple exercise, but it's not easy because a lot of us, as I said, do not have awareness of this moment. For a lot of us, the urge that comes with the emotion for people pleasers is so compelling that we can behave so quickly that we don't notice the thoughts and emotions. A lot of us simply don't have awareness of our thoughts and emotions in the way that we use our mind right now. And for a lot of us, this people-pleasing behavior, these cognitive programs are just so well practiced. They feel so normal that it's difficult for our mind to get awareness, just like the way that when we're driving a car, it's difficult to bring forwards the awareness of what we're doing with the gear stick because it's just so well programmed that it's dropped down out of your conscious mind and into your subconscious mind because you don't need to think about it. You've got this cognitive program down pat. And any of these struggle points are solvable. These can be approached and solved for you with coaching. So my beautiful friends, if you know this is the kind of work that you need in your life, you'll find the link to our group coaching program, Dare Darling, down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this one, and I'll see you in my next one.